Imagine you're waking up for school and preparing for yet another day. Then you sit on the lawn and wait for the yellow bus to appear in the distance to take you to school. You wait, but where is it? Your mom calls you in and says, you have to miss school today. They just cut all non-special educational school buses. So, the government claims to have studied, asked people, and evaluated this decision, but you both never heard of it until the bus now decided not to show up. Nevertheless, you're in luck since there's also a Muni bus that goes to your school. So on the next day, you take the 6 on a long ride all the way to Montgomery, and then a short walk from there. Hard, but you get used to it for a year. You end up having people that go to the same route, and you identify yourself with the 6 bus now. Enter the bus, do some schoolwork in the way, and reach school. Suddenly, you're on your normal route when the bus driver stops and says, "This is the final stop for this bus." You're confused, you get out and ask around, and an adult says that you now have to take the 21, which comes in 15 minutes. You're gonna miss class. It's okay, you can tell mom later, but you hop on the next bus and suddenly the bus stops again, the final stop at this time, at Venice. This is way too far from your school. What happens now? Completely lost and left out by your city's transit system. You know that either moving schools, neighborhood, or spending more on transportation is going to have to happen, and it's a lot to take in. Feels like a crazy ride. Yeah, for the San Francisco Transit Board to allow for things like this to happen was as simple as a stroke of a pen. Muni is one of the best transit systems in the country, and it's not without merit. Over 95% of people in SF are within 3 blocks of a transit stop. Ridership is at an all-time high with over 130,000 more trips per month than last year, and it's slowly but surely getting back to pre-pandemic levels. However, the SFMT faces a budget deficit and is cutting a lot of routes, starting in the summer. Right now, the 5, 6, 9, 21, and 31 are affected, cut tremendously to save 7.2 million from our budget deficit. At last public commentary on this topic, I went to express myself and also hear some views on the topic. Here are some snippets.
Opposition to the proposed cuts. Muni is no longer a system that you can count on if we go forward with these cuts. Riders, voters will remember this at the ballot box.
Which brings me to my next point. Where are all the things that we were promised previously to come back? You know, just sit and bear it and take it. Where's the 3? Where's the 86X? Where's my favorite? Where's the 10? Where's the 47? I used to take the 47 every
Ridership and payment frequency not only depends on its reach and speed, which the SFMTA currently advertises, but depends on the people's reliability on it. As a Minerva University student, I constantly have to take the Muni, especially the 5, the 6, and 31 downtown, and most of my classmates are also reliant on these lines, going to libraries, grocery stores, etc.
Upon $2.5 million from the general education transportation funding, those kids are going to have to ride on our buses. They need all of these lines.
Opposition to the proposed cuts.
So if you're like me and take the Muni every day, or don't want 2,000 students to now have to relocate to Muni services for going to school, to have to worry about getting 2 buses or more, you should start acting on this issue. It's an easy thing that's taking a ride. You should take the city center, and when there's a public hearing, wait for a bit, and you have 1 to 2 minutes to express your story with Muni. To try to help us convince the board that service cuts will lead to less ridership. Cut services rarely come back, and the savings from these cuts are not very defined. But the Muni service quite literally sustains the economy of San Francisco. So go in the description, and there's some links for you to know about some groups that fight for Muni service, and as always, engage with your city.